Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Jordan. I decided to record the presentation that I was going to review in tonight's meet session because I've only heard back from 4 out of 5 students, and 2 um, maybe delayed or not able to show up this evening. So the other reason is that my location has some tricky wireless, and I'm not sure that the streaming would work very well from my location. So I'm going to record this and post it in the course. And if you have any questions, please send me an email, and I'm happy to review any points or make any clarifications. So again, I just want to go over just a few things in this presentation. Of course, welcome everyone to the course, some expectations that I hope you will meet, and a little bit of the course overview. So first of all, welcome to the course. I know I've spoken already to a couple of you who may have concerns or questions about not having a whole ton of experience in the healthcare delivery system, excuse me, or never working with clinical applications, for example, but that's okay. Of course, if you do have experience in that area, that gives you a little more insight perhaps than other students. But lots of students take this course who may not have actual hands-on experience working with clinical applications or even knowing workflow issues. But many of you probably are familiar with workflow. You just are not yet aware of it. A lot of students don't realize that they're involved with clinical workflow until they sort of start researching and get into the meat of things. So welcome to the course. Whether or not you're in the DHA program or one of the other doctoral programs, this is a great elective. This is really important in healthcare right now, and actually has some ancillary applications outside of healthcare. So I hope you find the course interesting, and I'm happy to be working with you. So just to go over a few student expectations, of course, you all are doctoral students and have had success at the baccalaureate and master's degree level. That's why you're moving on to the doctoral education. But I hope that you're aware and understand that doctoral studies are a little bit different than even graduate work. So of course, doctoral work is a lot of personal and self-directed study and work processes. So I want you to be prepared for each week, the readings and the review of material and your research. It's a lot of work. Nobody's going to lie to you about that. There really is a lot of prep work on your own. You know, we don't necessarily send out reminders and really push you about meeting those expectations because you are a doctoral student and you're expected to meet those milestones on your own. So be prepared, do your work, review the materials that are presented to you, do your research. If you have questions about research or how should I go about this, where do I start, what do these terms mean, what are some great search terms for my area of interest, then please, please, please make an appointment to talk to one of the librarians. You can do that face-to-face, you can do it over the phone, or even online. They are phenomenal. These are, very well-educated, well-prepared, high professionals at the library, and they're awesome. So please make sure that you touch base with them. Even if you think you don't need any help, I would definitely talk to a librarian about, hey, what's the best place to get started? What are some great tools to keep me organized? And keeping your references, for example, using RefWorks, I would definitely do that as soon as possible. Meeting deadlines, again, are very important as any type of student, but as a doctoral student, there's so much work that you have to do, so much writing and research that you have to do, and it's a progression. So as you probably are aware, we build the programs at Franklin, so your dissertation really starts from day one. So we want you to keep progressing. We want you to keep adding to the body of your work. We want you to keep meeting those deadlines. And the deadlines are really important, not just to keep you on track, but also to give me and your other professors an opportunity to give you appropriate feedback so that you can improve your work and continue on to the next level. So it's really important that, I think roughly the deadlines are every 2 weeks in this class. So, if you're turning in a section of your paper or research portion and you're you're late, not only are you going to lose points, but it gives me less time and you less time to read my feedback to improve your work. for later on. So just try to keep those deadlines in your mind and try to work as much as you can every single day, even if it's an hour scanning through articles, even if it's an hour, getting some data charts or something done. As much as you can do every day really reduces that panic on that last weekend. So try to keep progressing. Communicate. This is so important. Doing doctoral work can be a really lonely experience. You may think, oh, I'm never going to get this done, and so on. What you don't realize, of course, is that there are dozens and dozens of other doctoral students in your program who are having the same struggles, okay? But what really can make the difference is communication. So communicate with me, whoever your advisor is, your dissertation chair, wherever you are in the spectrum, communicate with those resources out there for you. So even if you think it's a silly question, or, gosh, I should really know this answer by now, I'm embarrassed to ask my professor, please don't be. I'm here to be a facilitator. I'm here to help you navigate through the process. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have, even if it's to refer you to another resource on campus. So please be in touch with me. I get my email right on my phone, and I typically answer it immediately. So please keep in touch. Now, the course overview, hopefully you've already taken a peek at the course. You can see that there are 6 modules that are 2 weeks each, and typically there's a research assignment. Piece of the project is due every 2 weeks. The total course project, please make sure you review that fully now, so that you know what is expected at each stage of the project and what the final project should look like, which should be a 15 to 20 page paper that does not include references. And at the end, there will also be a professional presentation. And this is a 10-minute maximum, and I want you to pay attention to this timeline because I will be. So part of being a professional, part of being able to present well is to keep your presentation within a specified amount of time. And 10 minutes may seem like a long time to you right now, but it's really not. Typically that's, anywhere from 8 to 10 or 15 slides, depending on how quickly you talk and how much data is available in the presentation. But at 10 minutes, I will turn your microphone off. So please be sure that you get all the material you need, you get all the information you want to present in your slides, and then practice your presentation. Record it at home, say it in front of your friends and family, and get it to 10 minutes or less, okay? That's super important. As you go through your writing, of course, you all have completed graduate school, so you're all thinking, I know how to write. Well, writing a dissertation is a different animal, but some common, practices still are applicable here. So remember that plagiarism is not about your intent. We do not know, nor do we consider your actual intention of cheating or not cheating when there is a plagiarism mistake. A plagiarism mistake is plagiarism. So don't get yourself caught in that mistake. Know the rules, learn the rules, and if you have any questions, again, make sure you are consulting the Writing Center and or the library about how do I document my sources properly. And I have mentioned resources quite often. The library, of course, is huge for research as well as APA formatting. However, there are other resources in our Learning Commons system, and that includes the Writing Center, which many students are not aware of and don't make good use of. But you can actually submit your papers to the Writing Center via online and have them review them for things like grammatical errors and citation problems. They don't review content or help you do research, any of those things, but they do help you make sure that your paper is in good grammatical order. So I encourage you all to use those sources. And if you have any other academic needs, to review the Learning Commons and student resources that are available on the Franklin website. I want to also remind you all of the Doctoral Network, which is the community of practice that's online. You should have gotten a review of that in your doctoral orientation. If you have not or are unfamiliar with it, please send me an email and I can get you invited into that network. This is a great place for you to coordinate and communicate with your peers, other faculty, and find ideas and resources about your dissertation topic, or just talking about writing, or hey, can I get an idea on a data source, that kind of thing. And you'll find some interesting stories on there. So I hope you will check out those resources. And again, if you have any questions, to let me know. Alrighty, I will talk to you all soon. Have a great week. Bye-bye.